Alright guys, welcome to another Capture the Flag Match Spotlight, where we will be featuring another match from Week 5 of the Draft Tournament. In this edition we will be featuring the Trendsetters versus the Bedtime Boys. I am going to be the lead commentator here, DuckFan101, and I'm joined here by Brandino B.
Hello there.
And so in
2 years.
So we will be playing a 12v12 match here, which will feature the limits of 1 Assassin, Archer, Engineer, Mage, Necro, Pyro, and Scouts. We'll have 2 Chemists, 2 Elves, 2 Medics, along with 3 Heavies, Ninjas, and Soldiers. The mandatory first map for today's match will be Castle Cavern 6, as selected by the Week 5. And the remaining 2 maps will be determined by whoever loses those maps. So for example, if the Trendsetters lose this match, they will pick map 2. And so on and so forth until we have a winner decided. So this should be a fun game because both teams are really looking to go 2 and 3, not looking to go 1 and 4, because they're both currently on a record of 1 and 3. So they definitely want that better seed going into the playoff stage. Who do you think is going to take the win here today, Brandino?
I'm thinking it's going to be the Bedtime Boys. I'm looking at the Trendsetters rosters, and they're missing a few key players such as Bosque, Seago, and Escapesar. And I think overall, Dave's team just has a better roster for this match. They are missing Saiyan, who does usually play pretty strong bulk defense.
And it looks like we're having a lovely message here from the Trendsetters, but looks like we're going to get underway here for the first map here.
Very nice.
So map 1 is now underway. It is going to be Castle Cavern 6. Trevor is actually playing Archer this map. We do see Chick D on his normal role as Assassin, and Fire Turtle is actually Pyro. Alaska there was trying to go for initial quick Ninja Seal there, but can't get to the flag in time. Hamza for the Bedtime Boys will be Pyro on this team. We do see 5 pushing inside the flag room here. As Chemist, Padley is going to get a Death Pack on 5-head and will quickly go down there to Hamza. Meanwhile, Italian Penguin is trying to get into the flag room. His Elf, he's going to he gets the first steal of the game, but he's going to quickly go down to Hamza.
Yeah, it looked like Italian Penguin was the only one who made it into the flag room there. Poplik was around, but he just could not really do much without the rest of the team there. Gengar Slip going into blue flag room here. Does not quite go over the little wall there, but does climb up to stall for his team to get in.
Rosh tried to get a steal there, but couldn't quite execute, and Fire Turtle misses his frenzy there, actually, which may cost him here, as Gengar is looking to get a steal here. We are going to see a steal here from Carson, but does get assassinated there by Chick D.
Pretty evenly matched so far. It's kind of interesting to see what both teams are running with their respective rosters. I'm actually interested to see Pat Ashley on the Scout. I've not seen him play that much before. So it's going to be interesting to see how well he does. Looks like we were also seeing Dave on the defensive soldier instead of Saiyan. So that should be a pretty decent backup bulk defense.
I mean, I'd rather have Evan any day rather than Dave.
That's definitely true.
We do see a steal here from Raj, but does go down to Fire Turtle. He's having a good game so far, getting a lot of Pyro recoveries there. Fire
Turtle is one of those players that has seen a lot of improvement over his role as time has gone by. He has joined Annie recently, and I think he's definitely gotten a lot better since he's joined. He's definitely a player to watch out for as time goes on. Carson and Cupcake are in the flag room at the moment, but it does not look like they're getting much done.
Lugia does get a steal here, however, gets past Hamza, looking to go out the front entrance, gets caught out there, and looks like to go down from Zarya, which I believe is stall from one of the Mindplexers out there. Shout out to him.
It's pretty interesting. This match is a lot slower than the other 2 matches that have been played recently with Miski's team and Chewy Force versus what was it? Midnight Snacks.
Yeah.
Very
slow pace so far.
Base so far, yes.
And a recent addition to the Bedtime Boys is BM5 is finally back in the roster here, playing as Archer, and he's definitely going to be carrying the defense here. He's going to get a lot of headshots here. He's definitely the Archer to look out for today.
I am slightly disappointed. I was looking forward to see the Bosque versus BM5 matchup, but unfortunately, Bosque could not make it today. BM5 does get headshot by Trev, though. A very nice shot.
We did also see a steal there from 5head, but went down to Hamza. So both Pyros already doing a lot of work for their defensive teams here.
Looks like we have Lugia and 5head going right side.
Carson was being really sneaky there. He's actually just going to try to kill the Pyro. He's going to go down. Gengar is going to get a steal here, but he's very low. Also went down to the Pyro there. Carson was actually being really sneaky behind that wall, right where Flag is, and Fire Turtle and Cherry did not notice him. But that could have been really dangerous.
Definitely. It looks like both teams have gotten pretty even amounts of steals so far, but no team has really gotten out of the flag room.
BM5 is looking to stay on that tree, but he keeps getting knocked off. And Trevor's opting to kind of camp a sponge here, kind of going up and down while he's dueling BM5 here. BM5 actually does kill Trev right then and there. Meanwhile, 5head is looking to get inside the flag room as well as Lugia, but they're both getting stuck by webs set by Abra, which is a very good thing on him.
Gengar has gotten a steal. He's going out the front side, has gotten the medic regen and got the restore there. He's getting shot up.
Gets assassinated by Chickdee, and then Carson picks up but gets headshot by Trevor.
Big headshots from the Archer there, and the assassinate from Chickdee. Preventing a pretty big possibility for a cap. The offensive players for both teams are not considered to be the strongest, I will say that, but we do have pretty consistent players, I'd say, in the form of Carson and Gengar Sleep, as well as Public.
That was a big push there by Bedtime Boys. Sorry to cut you off there, but Gengar did manage to go down there. They sent 4 people in that flag room uncaught, and then the Trendsetters just stopped them all right then and there.
Both teams are doing very well on defense right now. Let's see. Looks like we have the Bedtime Boys going down middle here. A little Archer duel between BM5 and Trev. However, it is interrupted by the Ninja. So BM5 does go down there. Push coming in from the Bedtime Boys, but looks like it's quickly snuffed by the Ninja and Assassin. Gengar is still over there, taking on Chickdee, but does get assassinated.
Nice play there by Chickdee to fake the assassinate once again. Definitely one of the more consistent assassins in the tournament so far.
Is Chubba playing bulk defense? It looks like Chubba's playing bulk defense for the Trendsetters.
Carson does get a steal here. He does manage to block Chickdee, and he's going to get out the front entrance, but he's very low though. Has 0 stake. It has 13 health. He's going to climb up the tree a bit here. Has BM5 to support while shooting the recovery. Chickdee is up the tree though. He could get the assassinate, but it just missed. But Carson ends up being headshot by Trevor. Meanwhile, Italian Penguin gets a steal here. He's actually trying to get out the front entrance. Almost does it. Does do that, but gets slain by a last aim. It wasn't an assassinate, just went down to damage.
Yeah, the Bedtime Boys are definitely getting better steals here, but it looks like Trendsetter's defense is holding out just well enough. Trevor got a very interesting headshot at angle to keep the cap from going 1-0. But they have gotten out a couple of times, so we might see a capture here very soon. Roach and Carson going in, both die. I think one was a headshot, and the other just went dead on damage. Gengar and Cupcake are still alive, though. Fighting Chubbub and Rongerbox out front. Ronger does die. Cupcake is going down to the assassin. Gengar is still alive, looking for a little bit of a stall so his team can get here. Beam 5 goes down to Trev. Looks like Trev is holding his own against the often considered #1 archer.
We are going to see Alaska try to go for a Ninja Seal here. Actually, instead, he tries to go for Fire Turtle. But Fire Turtle manages to stay alive here as he gets healed here from Cherry. I think he should have just gone for the Ninja Seal there, because I think Fire Turtle is way too distracted by everything else surrounding him. He has Roach and Cupcake, but they both die really quickly here. Gengar also tried to get in the Flagram and Carson, but they all just go down very quickly, and Fire Turtle gives the final blow to Carson.
That was a nice web by Cherry. Carson probably could have gotten out there if not for that web, but gets webbed, and Fire Turtle is able to get the follow-up damage. A little bit of a skirmish going outside of Red Flag. Lugia does get the steal. Is out.
Very low, though.
Also has an archer shooting at her.
Dave is keeping her back. But Five-Hand's going to actually get a heal, I believe. They didn't go.
It's getting knocked back very far, though.
Leah's
Knocking forward.
The frenzy gets connected.
That was a very big frenzy, and there's no one for a backup steal.
Yeah. Good play there by Hand, though. Italian Penguin's trying to go for the backup steal here, but uses all of his wind, and he's not going to get out. He's going to go down there too, Dave.
That was definitely a missed opportunity for the Trendsetters. They had Lugia very far out. Gengar almost got out, but was assassinated by Chick D.
Yeah, I think at the moment here, the Bedtime boys really have the advantage here. They just get the better steals, I think. I haven't seen Trendsetters have a really clean steal and quality chance in a while.
They have switched Public onto Chemist, though, and 5 onto Medic, which they were swapping roles at the beginning, and I think that's definitely a good swap. Public is much better at Chemist than 5 is. No offense to either player.
Wow, damn.
Do think Public is the better PvPer, in my opinion.
I mean, I'm not calling anyone out, but I'll just go with your opinion. We did see a steal there from Sir Leo. Did go down there to stall. Public got a backup steal, but does go also down to stall. And we also see Carson getting steal there, but gets again assassinated by Chick D. Roch gets another steal here. Again, Chick D doing some work early on in this match, getting a lot of assassinates here.
Both defenses still holding out very well. It's like Bedtime boys are running a double soldier offense with a Chemist and a Medic, and Roach is getting in, kills the ninja, gets assassinated. Carson is looking to go in.
Public does get a steal here, though. Goes down to the pyro. Lugia is alone. Is going to go down to Frenzy.
Carson's still alive in blue diagram.
Yeah. The Trendsetters' offense is really scattered. They're just going in one at a time. They really need to start coordinating better. It's
somewhat the same with Bedtime boys, though. They're very scattered, kind of dying at very different times. You see Dave's moving up on offense right now, but seems to be going back on defense. I'm not quite sure what he's doing. I Lost the Game is pushing up. Is on Trevor. Trevor's gonna die here.
Carson is alone in the flag room. He's really low, though. Doesn't look like he's gonna go for steal. He actually gets healed there by Cupcake. So this looks like to be a final chance here. Rush does get steal. He is gonna get out of the flag room. This is the first time someone's gotten out of the flag room this map.
Trevor does have an angle. Can he get the headshot? He can.
He gets the headshot. They can't find the flag though. Oh my
gosh, the archers are actually just killing everything.
And Ronnerbox finally gets to pick up there. I swear, like 8 people just died there just by archers alone. That was madness.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure if it's just the situations that are being dominated or if this is truly a match of the archers right now, but both teams were just getting destroyed by the archers.
You know,
It
archers
was-
it's a balanced class, obviously.
yes, it is.
So,
Carson is
Rizzuto,
out going up front.
he finally gets a steal. He's very low though. He has 5 health. Doesn't look like. Oh, can he get the healing time? Doesn't get the
Does
healing
not.
time.
I thought he got it first. Like I think damage check made it wear off.
However, Gengar does get a steal, and he's actually gonna get free out of that front entrance here. And he has contact with him. He's gonna jump across mid, and he's gonna do it successfully. This could be the first cap here for the Bedtime boys.
Crab's stuck on a tree. Very
There's
far.
a lot of was coming here from Cupcake. It's not spam though. Gengar
He's
looking
still
to go in the back
unspared.
slot here. And looks like this is going to be the first cap here for the Bedtime boys. And it is.
1-0 with about 6 minutes left.
Italian Penguin does get a nice steal though, but he is death tagged. Has 0 health and 0 stake. Is going to get cut off there by Gengar.
Unlucky. Alright, that is very interesting that we see the first cap of the match going about 15 minutes into Castle Caverns, which is a very, very offensive map. I'm not quite sure if that's a testament to the defenses or the offenses being a little bit uncoordinated. But
I think
good
both
job to the
defenses
Bedtime
are just doing the better job for both teams here. The offense is
that's
really
true.
struggling on both sides. But Bedtime boys finally got something to click.
Very nice job by Gengar to get the backup steal there and get a clean cap. Carson is out almost clean. 3 stakes still.
Has to watch out for that assassin. Assassin does die to Gengar though. Carson is struggling to wall climb though, which is going to allow Fire Turtle to catch up. However, Carson does run in front of everyone else here. Can they stall Carson enough for the Pyro to get there in time? Doesn't look like it. Carson may get second cap here for the Bedtime boys.
Okay, now we're seeing that kind of momentum related
Swing here for the
deal
Bedtime.
that Castle Caverns has. As that's 2 quick caps for the Bedtime boys.
So it's going to be interesting how the Trendsetters respond here. We do see Lugia getting a steal though. She is struggling to get out. Is going to get out to the side entrance. Actually gets frenzied by Hamza right before she is about to wall climb out. It's a good job there by Hamza.
Trendsetters are getting very close, but they just cannot get that last little oomph out of the flag room.
Carson distracted Fire Turtle really well there, which allowed Gengar to get a very clean steal. Oh, but gets headshot by Trevor, and Raj picks up. But couldn't get frenzied in time. Fire Turtle almost had the recovery there. Raj with the pickup, and it looks like they may go up by 3 captures here.
I think this is starting to be a bit of a breakdown in the Trendsetters roaming defense. I think a lot of the time the Bedtime boys are getting out. I mean, basically all of their offense is getting out. So that's creating quite a problem for Fire Turtle in the flag room.
I believe Dave was Ninja there, but failed to get the Ninja cap, and 5-2 get the pickup there. But Gengar is Soldier again. Trying to go out the front entrance, but getting cut out there will go down to Chopo.
Yeah, Dave pearled onto a tree, but
Raj is going to get a clean backup steal here, though. Trying to go out the front entrance, did get stalled there by Chickdee and Ronner. Does manage to finally get out, though. Has to watch out for Trevor, though, because he is getting free shots. He can't seem to get them, though. And only Krabs can stop him at this point.
Slightly off.
So Leo tried to get a counter steal, got assassinated there. Bayal lost the game. And looks like Raj may get a 4th cap here for the Bedtime boys.
If he stops lagging. Nice. There we go.
So yeah, once you start capping, the momentum just swings every bit of time in your favor.
Absolutely.
Dave is actually Ninja here. Can he get the pass in time? He's actually getting stuck on the tree here. And he actually gets BM5 to pick up the flag here.
Are we going to see actually cap?
But Italian Penguin is actually Elf here. Has no support though. And BM5 will get the Archer cap to finish this off. And Bedtime boys will take this map by a final score of 5-0.
Unfortunate. They capped in about 5 minutes. Sorry, 3 minutes. It was 5 captures. So we saw about 15 minutes 0-0, but as soon as that 5-minute mark hit, it was done in 3 minutes. That's just a pretty crazy showing of how offensive this map can be.
BM5 gained 69 kills, which is a very nice number, and Trevor only getting 27 kills as Archer. It's a big difference in numbers there.
Big
so
difference.
BM5 definitely doing a lot of work here for the Bedtime boys.
Trev did hold his own, but you can see that there is a bit of an outclass with BM5. Let's see if there's any other notable numbers. Let's see. Krabs did about 2,500 damage. Got about 18 kills. Alaska actually did 3,200 damage, almost 33. Got about 24 kills. So I think we are seeing that Bedtime Boys' roaming defense is a bit stronger, especially with BM5 back.
Yeah, having BM5 back in the roster is massive for the Bedtime Boys.
So looks like the Trendsetters have picked Slate. This is a much less Archer OP map. We'll see if both teams run Archer or if one team doesn't or both teams don't. This is very Archer-able, though. I've definitely played a couple of very good games on this map, so it's definitely doable. But it might just depend on how he does.
Where he angles himself, where he positions himself, how he could get those angles.
Exactly. How much pressure he has on him, stuff like that. Because you can almost completely avoid the Archer by going that OP sponge route to flag towards the left side of the flag room if you are facing mid. But that kind of, you can headshot before they get to that tunnel. So it will be interesting to see what both teams decide to run here. I think you're definitely going to see a difference in the offense as well. Players like Lugia and who else? Lugia and Fivehead in public. Very good players, but some of them have not played as much recently. So you could say they might be a little more uncoordinated than the Bedtime Boys. But we'll have to see.
Especially for Lugia and Pelly just getting back into the game, and they're quite rusty, I'd say.
Definitely.
They're not at their best performance as they were long ago, which is definitely costing the team so far.
Yeah. But we'll have to see how they do without as much pressure from the Archer. I think that could be a big problem that might be solved here with their pick. Looks like we are waiting for something. Patty might be having internet issues. Question for Brendan will be, thoughts on targeting archers, is it a waste of time? It really depends. It depends on who you put on the archer, to be honest. If you're bringing up a member from the defense, then it depends on how strong your defense is. If you're bringing someone on the offense, then you really want to kind of do it on the way over. That is the best way to target the archer, is if the offense can target the archer on the way over without being headshot. But if you can bring up a ninja or something from the defense to target them without weakening it, then that is a very strong way to almost nullify the archer.
And yeah, in some cases it's definitely a waste of time because it does bring up more pressure for the offense. It just all depends exactly.
Of course.
Who targets the archer. because people will take advantage of someone just always being on the archer. Anyways, we are starting with this map 2 here. The colors are flipped, so sorry for the minor inconvenience to the viewers watching and to the players actually playing this match.
Looks like Trevor's running Mage on this map instead of Archer, which is probably a pretty good pick. Trendsetters are running more Bulk. 5-head is on Heavy. I think he's playing... Alright. Map. The flags are actually swapped colors here.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell. Yeah.
Trevor's running offensive Mage. Very interesting, but I mean, if it works, go for it.
And Evan is also subbed in here, so it's going to help Bedtime Boys' Bulk defense.
Same something. Right, definitely.
Yep.
What is Beam 5 playing?
He is Archer at top mid, actually.
Okay. Top mid is a pretty good spot. You can see a lot of angles, but it can be hard to get around those kind of buildings or archways around mid. As well as if they are going towards that OP sponge, then you really just are not going to see them at all. So it might be a bit of a misplay from the Trendsetters by going anywhere but that OP sponge route.
We have yet to see any steals, and we're almost 3 minutes into the map here. No one has stolen yet at all.
Yes, so, this will be a bit of an interesting one since it's much more defensive based. As we didn't see a capture until 15 minutes in from the last map, which is one of the ones that's considered offensive biased. So we'll have to see how far we go in.
However, after that 15-minute mark, it was offensive friendly for the Bedtime Boys to get that 5-0 victory after all.
Very true. Very true.
You just have to get somewhere. You just have to start somewhere. And then yeah. We finally see a steal here from Roch. He is going to get the first steal of the game. He actually is going to get out of the flag room here. Has to watch out for Chickty right behind him, and he doesn't see him, and he gets the assassinates.
Very nice assassinate. What's interesting, he got right past Chubba pretty easily, so that's kind of a testament to how strong Chemist is.
Yeah, Roch just didn't see Chickty, and Chickty just said, "Thank you very much."
Bedtime Boys having a bit of trouble with Trevor on Mage here. Looks like they are going to get a Heavy and a Chemist in. Heavy dies instantly, and Roach is going to get crit out in the corner. Do have an Engineer and a Soldier still with us.
Alaska was an Engineer there. Don't know why he stole his Engineer there, but...
Not advisable.
Actually did go down there to damage.
Could have been an accident. Could have been an accident. Alaska saying he's popping off.
He always does
Alaska.
Like,
Yeah. Alaska has been known to make some questionable class changes, but we'll see if he does some good things for their offense with the Engineer pick.
BM5 and Saiyan here putting a lot of work for their defense. BM5 just got a couple headshots on the Trendsetters offense, and then Saiyan was there to clean up the rest. We do see a steal here from Cupcake and Gengar, both going down to Firetail and Krause respectively.
I really don't understand why the Trendsetters just don't go that bottom mid to OP Sponge route. I mean, it's pretty much free almost all the time, at least from the Archer.
That's what Cupcake is doing right now, exactly, and Gengar is there with her. But Chickty is there to notice, and he's just going to take Cupcake by surprise.
Public walks right into a web. Kind of unfortunate.
So that's going to allow Ross to actually get a steal here. And he's actually getting pretty far because Carson is stalling them all. Has to watch out for Trevor there, and Krabs. He actually gets past him, and Trevor misses his freeze. And this could be a very dangerous cappy. This could be a very dangerous play. But gets the freeze off. Trevor gets the freeze off, which will stall Roch for a little bit here. And Pyro may kill him here. Raj is still alive. This is where the chemist really comes into play here. Raj is still alive somehow.
Any heal
Literally
pots.
the medic. Oh, but goes down to crabs.
Wow. Very nice from the Trendsetters there to turn around and back him back up.
Meanwhile,
To
Italian
spawn.
Penguin is Necro. He actually has Ronnerbox and Trevor for support here. Has a rock. Oh, he gets headshot by
Nice
BM5. The Ronnerbox gets hiccup, but he also gets headshot by BM5.
Very nice rotation from BM5 there. Probably just came back from spawn or something like that. Because he's usually playing from mid, and it's definitely a much harder shot from mid than from the top of flag. But nice play there. We also had I lost the game right above him as well in case BM5 did not get that shot.
Five is also struggling to get past Evan here, aka Stan. Just really trying to get to the flag, but Evan's just preventing that. Evan's just gonna take the kill. So Raj nearly got a cap there, but just didn't have enough health to live out there. He was actually really close to the flag. Should have been a cap to the Bedtime boys.
It's very close. You gotta wonder if they'll watch that back to see what they could have done to get that capture. But I think it was mainly just the Trendsetters offense that turned around to stall and get the kill. Looks like Dave is on scout now, which I have not noticed. Offense for Dave is actually stolen for the Bedtime boys. Gengar's coming in. Gets chased away by the Pyro, and will probably look to stall for the rest of his team here.
I'm actually surprised no one's really taking that OP tunnel route, except for only Cupcake and Gengar.
Looks like the Trendsetters are not doing that.
We do see Carson here getting a steal. Actually gets cut off there, but oh, Chickty actually kills Roch there. Carson's now in trouble because he's getting cut out by two heavies and Trevor on Mage.
I think it's very close, but goes down before she can get there. Public is Chemist is out, kind of the mid flag, I guess top flag basically, but it's crit out by Evan. We do see that sub in coming in very nice.
Leo's actually going to get a nice backup steal here. He's going to get stalled by Evan though, and Hamza is there as Pyro. Leo, he misses the health pot, and that's going to be very costly as he does go down to Alaska.
Unfortunate, but we do see how strong the sub in from Evan can be, as he basically gets 2 recovs by himself. Or at least has 2 very important roles in getting the recovs.
Gengar does get boosted to the tunnel, but is going to get caught by Trevor.
Very nice freeze by Trevor.
Yeah.
Roach is fighting Rongerbox outside. Does get past though.
We're already halfway into the map here. Nolan has yet to cap, but that could all change within 5 minutes once we reach the 5-minute mark.
It really does look like the offenses are still very uncoordinated. Roach was by himself that time and just had no one even near him to go in with him. Gengar tried to go in, but was quickly assassinated by Chickty. As we see the rest of Bedtime Boys' offense get destroyed outside of flag room.
Yeah. The coordination on both offenses is pretty weak in my opinion. They're just all going in one at a time. They're not really going in together. That's really what's preventing anyone from capping right at the moment. But once we start seeing that coordination I think any team could cap at this point.
Time Penguin and Lugia are in the flag room. Public does steal.
Gets cut up there by the engineer and stuck in a web. May go down here. Actually gets out.
He has 4 health pots actually.
He's looking to go to the corner. Oh, he gets headshot with BM5. Nice.
Italian picks up.
Has to dodge the arrows. He's dodging.
Boy.
Can he get to the corner sponge without getting knocked off the map? He's not risking it. I don't know why he didn't take that corner sponge.
I would have taken that corner sponge. If you take the corner sponge, you're closer to mid, which means BM5 has to rotate farther over. And if he doesn't get that shot, which he only has maybe 1 chance to get that shot,
1 or 2 chances at most. We do see a steal here from Dave, and he's actually ninja! He's ninja capping, and he's getting pretty far. He's already at spawn. He's gonna look to pass to Carson, and he finally picks it up. Meanwhile, Pavlik just dropped really quickly, and this could be the Bedtime Boys' ninja cap here.
Carson is chemist though, so if the Trendsetters defense can get here, they might quick drop, but does not look like they can.
And that's going to be Bedtime Boys' ninja cap. So smart play there from Dave to generate that offense, and it finally pays off. But keep in mind that was a ninja cap, so Trendsetters now have to respond and maybe get a ninja cap on their own.
Wow, that was interesting. Looks like the heal was on cooldown for Italian Penguin.
Yeah, just couldn't heal the frenzy in time. Pavlik does get a steal here, but does go down to the frenzy from Hamza.
Very interesting. I mean, Italian basically had a free steal hit there. They almost got out, but I think the heal was on cooldown, which is quite unfortunate because that could have been a very good cap for the Trendsetters. Trendsetters offense have learned to go to that OP sponge route. A lot of people in. Italian Penguin is stolen. Dodges the frenzy. Is getting crit out by Saiyan. He's trying to go top mid. Pyro is behind him. Frenzy
actually gets to top of flag room. Italian Penguin is in trouble though. He has no support. Is gonna get assassin. But there's plenty of chances for anyone to get a backup steal. And Pavlik does get a backup steal. He is chemist. He's just gonna choose to take the long tunnel though.
It's probably a good choice, but it is a very easy to kind of block that.
He actually takes the sponge to take him back into the flag room. And I don't think anyone noticed. Evan does notice though. And Pavlik's in trouble here because he's just going in circles now. He's actually going out the right tunnel now.
Big problem with this map is that it's so hard to find an area that you can get out the flag room without the defense getting in front of you. Because
and again,
taking that.
Sorry. Yeah. No, you go ahead.
The problem with taking that OP sponge route back out of flag is that it's so long and there's no sponge back out, so the defense can just get in front of you.
Yeah, and when Pavlik's still there, there's plenty of opportunity for someone to try to get a ninja steal there, because that flag room was just empty for like maybe a good 20 seconds, and that's a long time for a pirate to be out of the flag room. And Trendsetters desperately need some offense here, maybe via the ninja cap. And keep in mind, the Bedtime Boys' only cap so far is that ninja cap, so definitely consideration for their offense here.
Trendsetters' offense is still not quite going on that OP sponge route. They were going down mid, and they just got cut off by roaming, and they started fighting them, which is not what you want to do as the offense. Ideal thing is to just run past them, hit him back, and run past them. That is the ideal scenario.
Rush just gets stuck in the stairs there, which did cost him dying the fire turtle. Actually, Cupcake does pick up. Finally goes down to crabs though.
Nice job by the Trendsetters defense there.
Just coming up to 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here. Score still remains 1-0 in favor of Bedtime Boys, and if they do win this map, they will win the match.
Dave is now offensive elf. So that is going to remove the scout from the Bedtime Boys defense, unless somebody else has swapped.
And no one really seems to be on BM5 at all, pressuring him, like Ronderbox was doing the first map.
If they're not going to pressure the archer, they have to have much better route taking and much better awareness.
Pablo does get a very clean steal here. He's very far ahead of the other defense. Does get initially shot there by BM5, which allowed him to get stuck, and he finally gets headshot by BM5. That's going to allow Italian to actually get a backup steal with Lugia and Sir Leo supporting him.
That has to be frustrating.
Italian has to move quickly here. He is Necro, but he's going to get cut out by Evan and the engineer.
That has to be frustrating for Public to get out that far so many times and just get headshot almost every single time he gets out.
They really need to probably start focusing on that archer. And there's only 3 minutes left.
It's not really even about the focus as long as they just get on him at the right time. If they don't do that, then they just aren't going to get out of the flag. They have to have either better route taking or just better teamwork. It just does not seem like they can do that.
Pablo going for a steal here, but does get frenzied by Hamza. And yeah, the Trendsetters offense is still going in one at a time, and then that's very bad. But that's just the Bedtime Boys playing really well on roaming defense there. It's a good job on them so far.
Alright, we are coming up on 2 minutes left on the map. So Bedtime Boys are having a bit of trouble with Trevor at mid. Medic does go down. The Chemist has come back, but it looks like they are just going to get outstalled here by the Mage and Heavy. However, they are going far tunnel. Kind of want to question how effective they'll be going in by themselves like this, but...
Looks like the Trendsetters are finally starting to send some ninja cappers here. In Pavlik. Pavlik is ninja at the moment. He is looking to get a ninja steal here. He has every opportunity to get it. Can he get it? He gets the steal. Pavlik is ninja. This
He's
Dave
out our side.
He actually is going to get the pro, but can he get the pass in time? Oh, he draws in and Ronderbox. Can Ronderbox pick it up? Ronderbox picks it up. 1 minute remaining here, and looks like
a tie. Why aren't they going for steal? Oh my gosh. I don't know why they didn't go for a steal there.
And the Trendsetters get that ninja gap.
The Bedtime Boys could have easily gone for a steal instead of the recove. But instead, Carson went for the recove, which allowed Ronderbox to just jump over him and capture.
And very clutch play there from Pavlik, and it looks like we're going to be going into overtime here, which is actually not looking so nice because the only caps so far are ninja caps here.
Yes, that'll be very fun.
But Pavlik, Italian actually got a steal there, and Italian got to pick up a nice headshot there.
Very last shot. If Pop dodged just a little bit, that might have been a cap. Or just had someone on the archer. But unfortunately, does not get there. That was... I don't know if you announced it already, but that was Trendsetters ninja cap.
Yeah. So now we are in overtime.
Alrighty, let's see if any of the teams change up their classes here.
And for the record, I'm putting a timer on my phone just to see how long this actually lasts. Because
Oh dear.
we could be in for quite an overtime here. It may take a while. for one
Oh
of the
gosh, I
options.
don't want to know. Trendsetters are doing a very good job, much better job with the roaming right now. Looks like they have taken out most of the Bedtime Boys offense. Trevor's doing a really good job stalling everyone at mid with Mage. Trevor is very underrated as Mage, I have to say. He hasn't been playing that much recently since he's just a overall pretty good flex player. But his Mage is, honestly, I'd say it's top 3 or 4.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow, he's just stalling everyone from the Bedtime Boys. I mean, he's doing so much work, just allowing all of his roaming to, get damage, die, and come back.
I think BM5 is also doing a lot of work here for the Bedtime Boys. I think Archer is actually working in their favor on this map here.
It's working, but it's more of a misplay from the Trendsetters. I don't think... I mean, if they played it right, I don't think BM5 would be getting this much value. So I really think it's more of a misplay from the Trendsetters.
They definitely need better routes, I think. We do see Steel here from Gengar. Is struggling, is going to die there to Fire Turtle. And Carson does also go down, but he's the only one in the flag room. Dave is going to try to Scout Steal here, but goes down very quickly, as Scout has basically no armor.
Looks like we have Italian Penguin and Lugia coming in from the far right side of the Bedtime Boys flag room. Italian Penguin does go down to a well, but Lugia is still alive. There is nobody else from the Trendsetters here, so they are just gonna reset. I still do not know why they are not going that OP Sponge route. Obviously, the bulk could be a problem for them, but really, if you get 1 or 2 past... Oh my god, Will! I saw that. Will just assassinated maybe 3 or 4 members of the Trendsetters offense, and Public is all alone.
Has 0 health, and goes down to Dave. Ronnerbox actually gets a nice backup steal here, but Will is right there to get the assassinate.
Trevor going for the Mage cap.
Anything for capture.
Yes, sir.
Get your popcorn out. Might need extra butter for this one.
Oh, goodness. Alright. We do have Roach and Gengar coming in for the Bedtime Boys. Trying to get something set up here. We also have Carson on Chemist in the far tunnel, looking to coordinate some stuff. They have not seen him yet, but they are about to. As here comes Rongerbox. Rongerbox is on the medic. Lets her go for now, because there are people in the flag room. Might want to get back on her in a second here. And she is dead. Nice job from the Trendsetters too. Quelch? I don't know. Stop the push. Roach is lagging a lot. Gets past the mid roaming though. Trouble's still on him.
The participated challenge.
2 health bots. Public does get a steal.
Actually gets out pretty clean. Has 3 health bots. Actually dodges Evan there very nicely there. Has to watch out for Dave though. And Evan is right there to catch him up. Public may go down here, and he does. Very nice play there from Dave.
Carson's out on the other side, going towards the back corner sponge.
He's going to take the corner sponge. And he has Cupcake. Oh, but Cupcake doesn't choose to follow him. This may be very bad for Carson here, because now he's all alone.
There's no one in front of him, though. Oh my gosh, that's a big boost.
Oh, and almost gets assassinated there. Carson's still alone. It gets frenzied by Fire Turtle. That was horrible by Cupcake to not follow Carson.
Very big misplay from the Bedtime Boys, and it could end up costing them if the Trendsetters do find a cap. Public has been able to get out a lot, but there's just no one to help or no one gets on the archer, so there's just nothing they can do. Tinker, Sleep, and Cupcake are in, but Pirate does die. No medic there for Gengar though, so he should die.
That's not allowed Carson to get a backup steal. Has Roach with him. Carson choosing to go to Long Tunnel though. That's actually a very big choke point there because he could get cut off so easily. Actually does have a Cupcake with him though. Carson gets out
instantly. Oh my gosh.
Ninjas
are dying there. Left and right.
Only Sir Leo and Chickdee can catch up to Carson at the moment here. Carson has 2 heal pots here.
He's getting boosted across the map.
Has the medic with him. This could be the winning cap here for the Bedtime boys. The Trendsetters really need to get a counter steal here and quick. Chickdee is putting in a lot of work here. Italian Penguin is the only hope right now for the Trendsetters, but goes down to Cyan, and that's the cap! The Bedtime boys will take it!
Very good game. Very good game.
And that was only 6 minutes and 48 seconds of stalemate time.
Thankfully.
I mean, overtime I meant, but yeah, Bedtime boys will get the win here.
Very unfortunate. Carson got boosted a lot that last capture.
Now we get to discuss the player game. The player of the game will go to the winning team, and that being the Bedtime boys.
I'm honestly considering Dave, since he kind of did start the offense for both maps.
I have to agree
BM5 did have a lot of headshots, and that is very, very. I might have to go with BM5 here.
Let's see. BM5 got only 35 kills that map.
35 kills, but a lot of flag carrier shots.
Yeah, definitely clutch on his part, and Will also getting a lot. The offense didn't really do much, except for on Castle Cavern. So, but I think BM5 definitely was the standout for the Bedtime boys.
I think I'm gonna go with BM5.
Alright, so BM5 gets the player of the game for this match. And that concludes the Bedtime boys versus the Trendsetters. Thank you all for watching, and we will cover some more matches in the future. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. This has been Dexter 101 along with Brandina B. Thank you for tuning in to another CTF Match